A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. This game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long...
Turning it on! Mesa grabbing this room. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's
got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
How about this on first and goal to give to the wide receiver? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's Cox. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak and throw it.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. Talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown Bruins. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grab behind the line. It's Hale. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Hale. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time. But, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA. We're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to go up top, using his legs to buy some time. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys.
That is sucked out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Across the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Keeps it on the draw. Gets it past the marker. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. Snagged out of the air. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keep it moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unleashes one. Holds it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space. It's Young. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And his slips just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback making checks. They'll open the second half on the ground. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The screen, and watch out. At the 35, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. And
this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Russell. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Gets the back moving. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Russell. The screen, he's got wheels. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capture.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is now back down to 9. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it. Turning it on! They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown with a missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Staples. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Woods. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep sprinting. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Glover. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torch this defense with an explosive passing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
What is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Punting on first down, but why, though? He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first. He's loose. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he